Morning, boys and girls. Shotgun Red here in Tennessee. You ain't Shotgun Red. Yeah, I am. How do you figure that? Because I got... There. Can you read? Yeah, I can read. Just because it says shotgun on your cap doesn't mean that you're Shotgun Red. You're JT. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll shoot a shotgun then. No, I'm not letting you near any weapons. Oh, come on. You got a couple. Yeah, I got a few. Well, hey, let's take that hat off. That better? Yeah. Hi, JT. And this is the Cap Guy Show. We're in Oklahoma. And I'm JT, and this guy's Shotgun Red. The Cap Guy. I did it on purpose. Anyway, we're not going to use the word comp today. So we're going to use other words with much love. Inside story there. Anyway, we're going to get into a discussion on caps today after we do what sold and the numbers from the last 3 days. But we're not going to show you everything from the last 3 days. We already did that because Cap Guy does that kind of stuff when he's yard selling on weekends. But anyway, y'all have a great day. JT's going to cut out early. I got places to go, things to do, people to see. You got to go see Shotgun Red. Maybe he'll let me shoot his shotgun. Yeah, okay, whatever. Y'all have a good day. Yeah, he ain't letting you shoot no shotgun. Anyway, yeah, we're going to have a quick discussion on caps. Viewer asking. First, I'm going to show you what sold, and then I'm going to go into all the numbers. I actually haven't calculated yesterday's numbers. I should have done that before the show, huh? But anyway, we'll get into what sold real quick. There wasn't a lot of sales yesterday. I think, what did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 8, but one hadn't paid me yet, and it's not a big item. So, the first thing I sold was it's a PC game. It's 3D mini golf, and this is part of the PC lot. And I've done really well with that yard sale in Duncan, Oklahoma, the world's largest, a couple weeks ago. So I had basically 50 cents in this is what I compared everything to. When you're comparing items on eBay, doing comparisons, they are all over the place, as I was advised. And so I always go to sold comps, and even those are all over the place. And by the way, I showed you something from Saturday's yard sale, was a Survivor bandana. And I paid $1 for it just because it was neat and because it was new. I have watched the show religiously for the first few seasons and haven't watched as much since then, but that bandana is worth about $75 to $80. And some of them go up to $180, depending on which tribe it was, if you find them new. Go to eBay and do the comparisons, the sold comparisons, and you'll see. All right. Paid 50 cents, sold this for $10.59 plus free shipping, and I made $8.41, and I've made a ton of money off that $10 box. The next I bought at the first estate sale of the season after the lockdown. This is a Western Electric rotary dial phone, yellow. Me and JT actually did a video on this, on why you couldn't text and use the camera and all that on you, and talk on your car and all that. Yeah, it was dumb. You got to use stuff like that and couldn't use it in your car. It's right. We go back and watch the video and you'll see. But anyway, paid $3 for this. Sold it for $44.10 as part of my 10% off, plus shipping on top, and I made $37.82 off that. The next is another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Taka from '93. He's like a kind of a turtle creature, I guess. And compared him, or valued him at $1 based on $62 that I sold. So anyway, sold him for $14.99 with free shipping and made $8.83. And I'm getting closer to being profitable on that box and still have a ton of turtles. Neil Diamond single stitch t-shirt from the 80s, 90s. It's in great shape. It's never been worn. A lot of the shirts that I bought back on July 3rd and 4th at this estate sale were people that, had worked at these concert venues and just kept these shirts. And some of them they took care of them, some they didn't. There were a few that the mice got into, but I bought a bunch of them. I paid up for them, but on vintage T-shirts, you're going to pay. Again, this is single stitch. Neil Diamond, medium, paid $7.48 for it, sold it for $39.89 plus shipping, and made $27.81 off of it. The next is a Bob Timberlake throw blanket. It's a Buffalo Stampede. I got this at an estate sale. It's a 70 by 53. It's pretty nice, got fringe on it and everything, as you can see. And I paid $2 for this at that estate sale, and sold this for $40 plus shipping, and I made $32.79 off that. And the last thing I sold, because the one cap I haven't been paid for, is a Rocksmith tank top 2XL. Paid $3.33 at the Goodwill bins for this a while back, and this is the last of those two that I bought. And I just sold the other one recently too. I guess maybe because it's summer, people are buying these tank tops. But paid $3.33, sold it for $14 with free shipping, made $5.17. So I'll figure out the numbers and give those to you tomorrow on the sales. But I'll go back the last 4 days because I haven't given you the numbers. On the 29th, I had 11 sales with $24.64 in cost of goods, $207.54 in sales, and $147.53 in profit. On the 30th, I had 8 sales, $28.48 in cost of goods, $176.73 in sales, and $117.99 in profit. On the 31st, I had 12 sales, $24.12. All these were in the 20s. In cost of goods, $241.49 and $167.38 profit. And then Saturday, not an $800 day like last Saturday, but 13 sales, $41.92 in cost of goods, $325.80 in sales, and $253.55 profit. So over those 4 days, over $700 profit. And then of course yesterday was a good day because there were some decent sales in there. Just a quick calculation, looks like 15, 69, 79, 119, 129, 131, 136, 146, almost 200 in sales, so probably about $100 in profit. And hey, we'll take it. So hope you enjoyed that. If you did, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, we're going to have a discussion. Obviously, ball caps, a lot of them are going to be things that when you're picking them, you're not going to know, and I still don't know, just like that pigeon hat recently and stuff, what the value is, and you just have to do the comparisons. And again, that's going on to eBay. You'll see them if they're listed. If there's none listed, it may be a rare cap. If it is listed, if there's multiple listings, then you're going to filter to solds and see what they're actually selling for. And again, there's going to be a variance, but typically on anything that you look solds on, it's going to be condition, it's going to be colors, it's going to be the name brand of the cap. What kind of cap is it? Is it a snapback? Is it a corduroy? Is it a cap like this? And a lot of them with advertising, those are going to be specific to people. They're either memories or, hey, I used to shoot there, at Silver Lake or Silver Leaf shotgun place. Okay, that may be valuable to somebody. Hey, they don't exist anymore. I want that cap. So you're not going to know that when you're picking them. And a lot of eBay and caps as well is about memories. It's all about memories and figuring that out. So all these hats I'm about to show you, most of them I got at the bins or at yard sales. And so when I'm getting them at the bins, my thinking is they're 18 cents. If they're not worth anything, I'm not losing much. So that's kind of why I go that way. Group fly, I do not know what that is. So we're going to look that up real quick. And I won't look up a lot of them and make the video long because I have somewhere I have to be. But we're going to look it up and just see because I promised. Okay, so, and I'm trying to do this around the phone, group fly cap. And the more specific you are, the better you're going to be in drilling down on that item. And let's just see if this even exists, because I haven't looked it up yet. Okay, here's a group fly cadets, and I don't know if that's the same type of thing. It's definitely not the same logo, but my guess is it could be. So there's one listing for it. Now we're going to go to the solds, and on my computer it's different than your phone, and there's nothing. So that would probably be something I would say would be specific to a certain person, or people that know that organization. Here's another Brinkman 88 Racing. Okay, and there you go. I don't know what, and that's probably a NASCAR thing. So that's a driver. Obviously, NASCAR is good, but you're talking $9, $10. This is one I picked up the other day, and I probably won't even sell this. This is McCoy's Lumber, and it's not in great shape. But when I was rushing, I was picking up a lot of caps in a hurry because I'm looking for other items, and everybody's competing. Because when you got 30 people going through the same bins you're going through, you got to grab. And so I grab, throw in my cart or bag, and then I take them later and look at them. But by the time I did the other day, I had buried all the caps. So basically, I had $25 is all I spent over 2 trips around the bins, and had 2 full IKEA bags. So I'm not out a lot of money, and I'm going to make my money back easily off just a few things. So here's a Detroit Red Wing, and again, this one, because it has a leather bill, it's embroidered stitching and all that, and it's a nice cap. It's not a snapback or anything, but it's made by Zephyr, which is a pretty popular name. I mean, you're going to see all kinds of names on caps. Auto and K Products and Louisville Manufacturing and New Era. They're just all over the place. Some of the Yapung and Auto and Nissan and all those are older Japanese caps, manufactured anyway, or a Korean mostly. You're just going to need to look them up. What are they? And if they're cheap enough, take your chances and grab them, especially if they're in good condition. That's a big part of it. I'm going to skip through a couple of these. This one, again, this is a Toronto Blue Jays. It is an old mesh one, and it is a snapback, and it's got, I got to put my glasses back on, 20/20 vision, but I can't see right up close. It's small print. This one's in, okay, this is by Yapung, but it is an old Major League Baseball cap, and the logos are pretty well worn out. But a lot of times the logo, you're going to see it, it'll say Auto or YP, Yapung, or Nissan, Nissin, and those are going to be older caps. It's just going to, again, it depends on what's on the cap and what kind. Now, the caps that have the 3 stripes on the back or on the sides, and they're old, those are very valuable. Again, it all goes back to looking them up and seeing what they're selling for. But usually 3 stripe, especially K Products and Louisville Manufacturings, if they have the stripes on the side, they're going to be something you want to snag. Don't know anything about that. Tough as nails. Oh, that's McCoy's again. There was a bunch of McCoy's hats in there. I found a couple of these the other day, and I looked them up, and there are none listed on eBay, so I will be listing these, and these are brand new. They've never been worn. They just need to be wiped off a little dust. But they're the National 3-Card Poker Championship. I prefer Texas Hold'em 5 cards myself, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know what these will go for. Typically, if you can make $9 or $10 on a cap, that's a good price for a used cap. The ball caps, the major leagues and other sports teams, you can go to Lids and places and buy them for $25. So used, you're not going to get a lot for them unless they're just unique, real colorful or things like that. Here's one. I don't know what this is. It's a drilling. No. It's got a Texas flag on it. That's what got my interest, and it's got a Longhorn on it, and that really got my interest. Okay, it's Union Drilling in Texas, so it's a visor, and again, this would be something that would be specific to somebody that either worked there or was familiar with them. I wouldn't think just a general would. Here's a North Face beanie, and again, those have some value. Again, it's not going to be a great amount of value. Some of these with like Caterpillar and Fruhoff and Peterbilt, those are going to be pretty valuable. Some of those could be vintage. This is just a basic Hawaiian colored hat, and it's not in great shape, so that won't go. I did a video with this one the other day. This is a Yum hat, and it is a New Era 50-50, Nifty 50. Yums is the name. So that one might be a pretty valuable cap. I'll be listing that today. I'm going to be working on listings. This one is Country Lake Shake Chicago, Illinois snapback. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a beer or a drink. There's a Puma. So again, when you're comping, here's a singular, and that's a racing one by Robbie Gordon. So it's all about condition. It's all about how old is it, and the ones you're looking for are going to be the agricultural hats. John Deere, Ford New Holland is a very desirable cap. If you run across snapbacks that are Ford New Holland with the patch on the front, kind of a rectangular a rectangular shape, but up and down versus east and west, that's a very expensive cap. Drifter Thrifters Nate found one in Australia the other day, and I told him that's probably a $100 hat. Again, it goes back to condition. Do the comparisons. Don't just look it up on eBay. I mean, look it up on eBay and see if there's any on there. If there are, then look at how many are on there, and are they selling? Then go to the sold comparisons, and if there's a value there and you're paying $1 and it's worth $25, you're going to get it. Obviously, you want to find the Ralph Lauren polos with the leather strap or the bear on the front. You want to find your running and dry fit Nike type hats with the lines on the sides, and I wished I'd have grabbed one. The running and hike, the jogging ones, those are over $20 a hat. Any of the Titleist, the golf hats, TaylorMade, Callaway, they're going to have some value. The Titleist, the Pro V ones, and all those seem to have a little bit better value. So again, it's all about memories. It's all about what's on it. If it's something that's common and you see it all the time, probably not a lot of value. I've sold some of the Sonic and the burger and chicken places hats, and again, if they're vintage, you definitely want to grab them. If the foam's falling out of them, they're probably vintage, but you want to clean the foam up out of them before you sell them. Although some people want that stuff as is, just like furniture and coins. You don't want to go and polish coins right at Man Mountain Link, because that just takes away from the value. People want to have that thing in its state that it's in, not have you do stuff to it and possibly ruin it. So anyway, I hope I taught you something. If you have questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram. It's TheCapGuy_Oklahoma, or you can ask them on here. I appreciate the comments on here, and we're going to have a good day. Did list a bunch of stuff yesterday, and I guess that's about it. Y'all have a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow as we always do. Cap Guy out.